Are you struggling to fit exercise into your busy work schedule? I understand, and I'll show you how to make it work. Taking care of your health is non-negotiable, but finding the time doesn't have to be overwhelming. I will share 4 strategies that helped me find time to exercise. If you're new here, my name is Grazelle. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and board certified in lifestyle medicine. You might think exercise always came naturally to me, but that wasn't the case. I struggled to exercise consistently for many years. Back then, I was only focused on reading, studying, and working while managing my cancer. It started in college, and keeping it under control also kept me really busy. In the past, I tried to exercise whenever I could, but it only lasted for maybe weeks, up to 3 months the most, because life happens. Until 2 years ago, I successfully incorporated exercise into my routine without overhauling my entire schedule using the strategies I will show you. Let's dive in. The first step is the 168-hour audit. First, we need to figure out where our time is actually going. We all have 168 hours in a week. It is easy to say, I don't have time, but when you break it down, you realize there are hidden hours that go unnoticed. Here's how to do it. Use a calendar, Google Calendar, Notion Calendar, Apple Calendar, or write it on paper, whatever you prefer. This is something I learned from Ali Abdal, who is a productivity YouTuber. Now, create a new calendar and call it something like My 168 Hours. And this is where you will map out your week. Now, you need to block out your non-negotiables. This is the core of step 1. Identify the things that you can't just move around. This includes sleep. Put in your sleep schedule. If you sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., that's 8 hours. I am working on my sleeping habits. Right now, I aim for 7 hours from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. The next non-negotiable is your work hours. Block out your regular work hours. I work from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I do lunch from 1 to 2 and work from 2 to 6 p.m. Another non-negotiable that you need to take account for is your commute time. So, add in your commute time. Everyone's commute time is different. Mine is 15 minutes each way, totaling to 30 minutes each day. Next, add in your basic life stuff. Include time for chores, cooking, cleaning, and showering. Mine is roughly 3 hours a day, but adjust as needed. Consider other commitments too, like family time, appointments, church, or anything that takes up a regular chunk of your time. Now, we can see pockets of time in our week for workout sessions. With my current schedule, the best time for me is early mornings between 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. I allow myself to skip Wednesday or Thursday if I'm too sore. In my last job, when my work started at 8 a.m., I worked out as soon as I got home around 5:30 or 6 p.m. My husband is a full-time grad student and part-time nurse. His 12-hour work shift and school schedule varies from week to week. So he exercises during his off days about 2 to 3 times per week, usually around 4 p.m. So he's done by the time I get home and we can have dinner together and talk about our day. Why is this time audit so important? This strategy lets you be honest about where your time is actually going. You may be surprised how much time you spend on non-essential things. It's a reality check of your schedule, so it will be easier for you to plan and strategize to make exercise a consistent habit. When I ask family and friends and patients why they don't exercise, the answer is almost always the same. No time. By doing this time audit, you may realize you don't really need more time. You just need to stop wasting it. Or maybe you don't have a time problem, but a priority problem. Just saying. By the way, you don't need to spend all that flexible time exercising. The point of this step is to see how much free time is available to you. The next strategy is to choose how and where to exercise. Now that we have pockets of free time, let's figure out what kind of exercise we're actually going to do. The worst thing you can do is leave this decision for the moment. If you do that, you will always find an excuse. This is all about removing uncertainty. Once you know what you'll do, for how long, and where, it's easier to commit to your exercise routine. Ask yourself, do I want to work out at home, outdoors, or the gym? What type of exercise do I enjoy? How long will each exercise session be? Personally, I choose home workouts. Why? I didn't want to waste time commuting to the gym. Outdoors would be nice, but I live in one of the most dangerous cities in the US. So for my safety, I choose to stay home. But if you love the gym or the outdoors and have good access to those places, go for it. There's pros and cons to each one of them, including home workouts. It is your choice. You could even combine exercise in different days of the week. And it's not a marriage decision. Choose what seems feasible right now, and if you don't like it, try a different location. Next, choose your workout plan. This one goes hand in hand with the location that you choose to. What physical activities do you enjoy? Dancing, walking, running, swimming, bodyweight exercises, or lifting? Are you going to join a class, exercise alone, or with a friend, or with your dog? Will you hire a personal trainer, buy an online program, or subscribe to a fitness app? Do you need equipment? Maybe no equipment? There are so many options. What I've chosen to do is kickboxing at home and strength training with body weight and dumbbells. I also do a lot of stretching. Once you've chosen the activity type, I suggest having a workout program to avoid the guesswork. That way, we avoid wasting time deciding at the last minute. When you join a gym, they usually have you sit with a coach to tailor a program for you. At least that was my experience many years ago. I didn't want to spend hours exercising, so I personally chose to use an app for efficiency, and that is Fight Camp, not sponsored. I've also used the Sweat app and Apple Fitness, which are great too. After considering my interests and available time, I settled on this simple plan. Strength training, 20 to 30 minutes a week, twice a week. Kickboxing, 20 to 30 minutes, twice a week. Recovery and stretching, 10 to 20 minutes, one time a week. Plus, I add on more daily movement, and more on this later. This space you see behind me is where I work out. Let me show you my setup. This is my Fight Camp punching bag. This is a bench and our dumbbells. Plus, I have my yoga mat here too for stretching. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. My husband and I don't have kids yet, so we set up this second room as my YouTube studio and a home gym for the both of us. Our previous apartment only had 1 bedroom, so the living room was our home gym. Another thing, decide on a minimum commitment. If I have a busy day, I'll do at least 5 minutes. That's it. No excuses. And I've had so many 5-minute workout days when I started this strategy in 2023. Although it is recommended for adults to get at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, something is still better than nothing. And there is no use in obsessing over fancy exercises routines if you can't even show up for it. Prioritize consistency of showing up first, then level up later. Strategy number 3 is to make your transitions frictionless. The hardest part of working out is getting started. I realize my brain is really good at talking me out of exercise. I'm too tired. I'll do it later. I don't have my gym clothes. So I made a transition to working out as easy as possible. Here's what helped. I laid out my workout clothes the night before, so there's no decision making needed early in the morning. I kept my workout gear visible, the yoga mats, the hand wraps, the dumbbells, all ready to use. I pre-decided on my workout routine, so no more wasting time figuring out what to do. I had a go-to playlist ready, so I set up a playlist that gets me into the mood for a workout, because music can be a powerful trigger and make it easier to start a session. By reducing these obstacles, I made it simpler to start working out even on days when I wasn't motivated. The 4th strategy is to increase daily movement, or exercise without exercising. Not all movement needs to be a full-blown workout. I sneak in exercise throughout my day, and it made a huge difference. Here's what I did. Take the stairs, not the elevator. I did 5-minute stretch breaks after long meetings. Walk or stand during phone calls instead of sitting. Do calf raises while microwaving my lunch. Now, this is more of a privilege since I am a physical therapist and my clinic is a gym. Whenever possible, the exercises I prescribe to my patients, I do it with them. I am their gym buddy, and it also functions as a demo for easy instruction. So the exercises are easier for them to follow. So it's a win-win. These small bursts of activity don't feel like formal exercise, but they keep your body moving and improve your health. They also break up long periods of sitting, which is important if you have a desk job. After using these strategies, here's what happened. I have more energy. Instead of feeling drained, I feel more awake and productive. I don't stress about working out anymore. It became part of my routine, not an extra chore. And there's more confidence, no more guilt about I should be exercising thoughts because now I'm actually doing it. Imagine being a physical therapist when you're not fit. That's how I felt. And I may not look super athletic, but I've gotten stronger and feel better in my body. For someone who's had cancer, I'm grateful that I was still able to improve physically. And I'm excited to see how strong I'll be with regular exercise in the years to come. Along with other good habits like eating healthily, improving my sleep, managing my stress, avoiding toxic substances like alcohol and smoking, and with medical intervention, I put my cancer into remission in 2023. And I've had it for 12 long years. With cancer, there's always a chance for recurrence, but I'm working on keeping my risk levels as low as possible, and I hope to keep it off forever. Okay, a summary. You don't need more time. You just need a better strategy. Step 1, do a 168-hour time audit. Step 2, choose your workout type and location. Step 3, remove the barriers and make it easier to start. Step 4, sneak in movement into your daily routine. If you have a desk job, these subtle exercises can be done in your seat. And if you work from home, this video is for you. Even if you start with 5 minutes a day, it's better than doing nothing. Consistency is key. Don't wait for the perfect time because it may never come. Start today.